Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Clock Africa. Kanye West is trending again, but this time for something deeply disturbing. He recently made a shocking confession about his childhood, and it's left many people speechless. In his new song titled Cousin, Kanye opens up in a raw, emotional way. He tweeted, "This song is called Cousin about my cousin that's locked in jail for life for unaliving a pregnant lady. A few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's D till I was 14. Let's pause. That's incredibly difficult to read, let alone process. The disturbing nature of Kanye's revelation has sparked a lot of concern, confusion, and conversation. Some wonder, was Kanye older than his cousin? Was he the one who traumatized him? If so, where did he learn that behavior? Because it couldn't have just come from magazines. That level of exposure and experimentation at such a young age hints at something far more sinister behind the scenes. Kanye's statement not only uncovers his own trauma, but explains some of the chaotic behaviors we've seen from him in recent years. His erratic behavior, his obsession with sex, and his controversial views on just about everything. It all paints a picture of a man who is seriously hurting. Now, the question is, does Kanye even want help? He's known for his stubbornness and pride. He's often dismissive of anyone who tries to guide him, which makes it even more concerning. He has the resources and the access to get support, but mentally, he might not be open to receiving it, and that's the real tragedy. Following Kanye's tweet, discussions about his sexuality flared up online, and Azealia Banks added fuel to the fire with some outrageous claims. According to her, Kanye and Virgil Abloh were allegedly lovers. She went on to say things like, "Elon Death got head from Kanye off that ketamine. Kanye is on one of them Diddy tapes. I believe it. Jay-Z was like, no homo. Trump was like, no homo. Travis was like, no homo. Drake was like, no thank you. Amber hit him with the strap. Kim thought she could, but vomited on his back and started crying. Chris yelled, cut." Now, it's hard to know how much of this was trolling versus what might actually have some truth. But considering Azealia's history with the industry, people are still taking it seriously enough to talk about. Then there's Jeffree Star, who reinserted himself into the narrative. Years ago, rumors swirled that Kanye had been hooking up with Jeffree during his stay in Wyoming, which was allegedly the straw that broke the camel's back in his marriage to Kim Kardashian. Jeffree had denied those rumors multiple times, saying, "No, Jeffree Star is single, and I've never slept with Kanye." But recently, he tweeted, "Okay, what if the rumors were true?" Trolling or not, the topic isn't light. Kanye's trauma isn't some viral moment or joke. It's a sign that something is seriously wrong. He needs real help, and unfortunately, it seems like nobody around him can reach him. And let's give credit where it's due. Kim Kardashian genuinely tried to help. Despite all the drama and criticism that comes her way, it seems like she was the one person trying to get Kanye the support he needed. Even Tokyo Toni, yes, Blac Chyna's mother, defended Kim and posted, "Kim tried to help him. She cleared your debts. She loved you. Her mama got you the best doctors. You refused. This broke your marriage, and now the support system is gone." This is why he continues. His yes men put him against Kim because they didn't want him to get help. They cannot take advantage of him if Kim is there. It's sad. Kanye has become isolated from people who genuinely cared about his well-being. Now, shifting gears, but still on the topic of disturbing situations, Shannon Sharpe is facing a $50 million lawsuit from his ex-girlfriend, Gabriela Zuniga. She's accusing Shannon of physical assault, manipulation, and non-consensual acts, including very graphic essay claims. She even alleges that he secretly recorded her without permission. And to make matters worse, she referenced that infamous Instagram Live moment when Shannon was caught getting freaky with a woman named Michelle. Y'all remember that? Shannon was live on Instagram and didn't seem to realize it. But many people, myself included, don't believe it was an accident. It felt like a PR stunt to promote some male enhancement product he was involved with. And apparently, Gabriella didn't appreciate that stunt. She used it as ammunition in her lawsuit. But here's where things get messy. Gabriella never filed a police report. She's asking for $50 million. And her lawyer, Tony Busby. Yes, the same Tony Busby who's been accused of orchestrating high-profile cash grab lawsuits against celebs, including one against Jay-Z, who ended up fighting back and filing for defamation and extortion. So naturally, this made me skeptical. Also, the timing is too perfect, or suspicious, depending on how you see it. Gabriella filed the lawsuit just as Shannon was inking a $100 million deal. Coincidence? Maybe not. I looked into their text messages, and what I found paints a different picture. Their relationship was clearly consensual and very transactional. She gave him sex, and he gave her money. The messages didn't show signs of manipulation or control, at least not from Shannon. But there was something else I found that completely threw me off. Apparently, Shannon was into race play. Gabriella is not black, yet she was sending texts begging for a black baby, saying things like, "I want you to put a big black baby in me. I want to have genetically gifted children. Give me that baby gravy." I was like, what? She fetishized him, and disturbingly, Shannon was seemingly okay with it. It's hard to respect someone who leans into that kind of dynamic. Gabriella also sent texts saying, "I want to be abused, Daddy. Put a collar around my neck and choke me. Tie me up and F me." She even demanded $25,000 for each butt cheek. Yes, she literally priced her butt. Despite all this, Shannon responded to the lawsuit through his lawyers, saying, "This lawsuit filed by Gabriella Zuniga and orchestrated by her attorney Tony Busby is a blatant and cynical attempt to shake down Mr. Sharpe for millions of dollars. It is filled with lies, distortions, and misrepresentations." He also claimed Gabriella gave him a video of a consensual encounter, edited of course, and has refused to hand over the full version. He insisted their relationship was consensual and ongoing until January 2nd, 2025. Right after she asked for that $25,000 per cheek, Shannon denies the allegations completely and plans to fight in court. Now, do I think he's innocent? Not necessarily. But I also think Gabriella saw an opportunity and pounced. That doesn't make her story false, but it does cast doubt. Shannon's problem is deeper than one lawsuit. He's too old to be fooling around with 19 and 20-year-old women. Gabriella was barely out of her teens when they got involved. And Shannon? He's in his 50s. He should know better. And what's sad is that Gabriella, and women like her, wouldn't even glance at Shannon if he weren't rich and famous. This ain't love. This is business. Even Monique tried to tell him, "You better get someone who loves you. Get yourself an old gal who can bake cakes, make smothered turkey wings, rub your feet at night, and sip your cognac when you come home tired." But no, Shannon wants to play in the shallow end with women who only see him as a dollar sign. Well, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. I'll see you in the next video.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.